Hey Vanessa, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How are you doing today, Vanessa? I hope everything is okay with you. Well, now it's time to wait and see if there will pop in some more people. Oh, Uncle Al. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm still alive, Uncle Al. I'm tougher than I look. Hey, KY Night Stalker. Uncle Al, if you want to pop up, you know you have the link there. Hey, KY Night Stalker. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. So, how are you doing, Night Stalker? I hope everything is okay with you, and I hope your day has been great.
Hi,
Hey,
Jordan. Let's see if we get the comments. Oh boy. Hi, folks.
hey, Sunshine Hopper. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hey,
Did you
Chicky.
go ahead?
How are you doing, Uncle Al?
All right. Did you survive your plane ride?
Yeah, but I hate flying.
Well, after your 12 or 14 crash, you get used to it.
Well, when they text out to get to the runway, I get so dizzy I almost passed out. And then when they take off, I almost throw up.
Have the little plastic bag, relax, and do deep breathing. It helps.
Yeah, I should have that, but I didn't.
I have more people throw up on me on airplanes.
All I had is my cross and hold my armrest in a firm grip, and that was a lot of prayer that flight.
True, but like I said, every time I go on a plane, I have the little bag and I'm sitting in the plane because always somebody next to me is sick or it gets scared or something. And I got tired of wearing my nice business suit going on the plane. I just wore like this t-shirt and sweatpants because the searches and then people throwing up on me, little kids throwing up on me, flight attendant throwing up on me. It gets tiring.
Yeah,
And I had a nice brother suit. That's almost 1,000 kronings in your country.
yeah,
Try having it dry clean, and the kid ate beat something, and it's all over your 60 kronen shirt, and you have to replace that. That's drive you nuts. And you know how much dress shirts cost over there.
well, you have to pay for a nice suit. You have to pay the cheapest you can get a suit for is maybe 2,000,
Yeah.
and the more expensive you 3.5, 4, 5, 6, and up.
See, I dated myself. I haven't been there for like 40 years. Gee whiz, I'm getting old. When
Yeah,
Sweden, when it was nice.
yeah,
40 years ago, God, I miss those days. It was nice. The beer was good and sunshine was good. And now it's like what they did else blew up this week.
well, the sad thing when I was in Malmö, uh, that Saturday, I heard after the dinner that there were an explosion in Malmö, and after that, a little bit, a few hours later, 1 hour later or so, maybe more, there were shooting, and a 15-year-old boy died, and his friend is seriously injured. And that was when I was in Malmö.
Yeah, it's crazy over there.
That sucks. I was so nervous when I was there, when I had to take the bus from Malmö to where I had the class and the hotel where I slept. I was so nervous. Looked all over if there was something wrong, if something would explode, or somebody shooting at me, or the bus. You never know.
Yeah, true. Anyway, I thought about that, Jordan, and I made you a little list.
A little list. What?
It'll cover you and protect you from everything on the bus, plane, ship, you name it. You can't,
Thanks, Uncle Al.
but it's a bag, and you can't wear a bulletproof vest in Sweden. But you get a bulletproof panel. That's legal. I looked, and you put it inside the bag.
Yeah,
So you just put that in front of you. All this stuff will stop it, and the bulletproof panel will stop it. It's
yeah,
weird, but it works. I figured
yeah.
it out.
Hey, Freeman James. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Faith and the Fallen. Hey, Sam. Good to see you, my friend.
Like I said, I'll figure out something. I always do.
Yeah, you always figure something out.
Because I have people that ask me, what's a bug out bag? Or what's one of these bags for? And I'm looking at them like, you see, that's a bolt bag for vacation,
Yeah,
or if you have 1 day of travel.
yeah,
Yeah. But I had to put a lot of stuff in it because I figured out every kind of weird emergency you could have on riding the bus. Isn't that crazy? You ride the bus and you need all this stuff.
that will be a heavy bag.
No, I weighed it out. It's about 35 pounds. It's really light.
Uh, that's not bad, actually.
Yeah, most of the weight's from the bulletproof panel,
Yeah,
5 pounds. Everything else weighed about 29 pounds and a half.
that's not bad.
No, because basically what it got is you got the bag itself, you have one change of clothes, maybe a little hat, but you're wearing that little thing not always,
Yeah,
and a life
yeah, the
jacket.
bandana.
You have a waterproof map of the area, 2 energy bars. You know, you could put candy bars, same thing. That
Yeah,
doesn't that much. And like me, I like hard candy or soft chew.
yeah,
And then you could get the Swedish ready to eat meal from the camping store. That doesn't weigh
yeah,
much. That's freeze dried.
yeah. That's freeze dried.
And then you see, people mess this up. You have one water bottle empty. You don't fill it up with water. You fill up the water after whatever happens, and you have a metal cup.
Yeah,
That's right. You can boil, make tea, and you have the bottle there to collect water. But don't put water in it. It gets everything wet inside the bag, and it's heavy. It's 2 pounds, right?
yeah,
So you go and fill it up with water. And you got water and you got a little metal cup for boiling, and you got your batteries for. Let's see, we'll skip that for your burnt. Well, skip that. Like I said, this is my old days where I learned all this dirty trick stuff. You have a steel cock key. That's where, you know what, they have faucets outside with no handles.
yeah,
You use that and you open up and get free water. Just don't tell people about that in Sweden.
yeah.
It's a trick I learned. People were surprised. You got water from where? But you do need an LED flashlight and
Yeah.
lamp because I'm not kidding, Jordan. One time I had to go down a stairwell. All the emergency lights were off,
Yeah.
pitch
Hey,
black.
Abraxas. Hey, Laura.
So always I have a flashlight and a headlamp. Just
Yeah.
in case I have to give away the flashlight to people, I still got the headlight so I could see where I'm going. Also, I don't run into a very large, busty woman and grab something wrong. That happened to me too many times. And then the rest,
Yeah, I bet it does.
yeah, it's a dark stairwell. How can you tell who's there?
Yeah, exactly.
We can't do the other ones because that's more American based. Because Sweden, they get like the heck terrorist outfit. What terrorist organization you are? Because the bottom part's more for my area of the world.
Yeah.
But like I said, Jordan, I'm always thinking, because you get all that stuff and weighs less than 29 pounds. That's not heavy.
No, that's a decent weight.
Yeah. Only thing's heavy is the bulletproof panel, the shield part. And you only want to cover your heart because getting shot in the heart's really bad. You know, you die from it. And then
Yeah.
protect your internal or get shot in the arm and stuff.
Hey, Sty.
You don't die, but you can sue the Swedish government, get money, and don't have to work for the rest of your life.
Come on up, Sty.
Come up, Sty. Got to hit the new button.
But that makes me pretty sad when that 15-year-old boy died when I was in Malmö.
Yeah, times change, when you have a ultra socialist, I can't say the other word, people gets mad, liberal government that don't think about its own people and think about, well, let's take these people and we never tested them and they don't know what they're doing. And what do you think you're going to have? Look at Sweden right now. Japan's really strict on that.
Yeah, Japan has very strict laws.
Right, because Japan will arrest foreigners if you look funny. Hi, Sty.
Hey, Sty.
Hi,
Good to see you again, buddy.
you bet.
They held me for a couple of days. And over in Japan, they have the legal right, you're guilty and proven innocent. You have to prove it in your jail cell.
Yeah, and yeah, I saw something about that. Actually, I read it. It says you have to prove in yourself not guilty.
Right.
That
And then
that feels pretty weird to me.
well, the bad thing is you have to prove yourself innocent so you get a lawyer, so you get a decent trial. The police think you're guilty. And if you study Japanese history and Japanese law, you are guilty unless you prove yourself. It's not the court or government proving innocent. The police already says you're guilty, you're a terrorist, you're American, you're Swedish. We don't care.
Hey, JC.
Because
Good to see you, my butterfly.
because the big trouble is they had trouble with Chinese gangs, Filipino gangs, and Korean gangs the last 20 years because they had warfare in two major cities. And if you look in the international news, somebody's always getting killed with a large butcher knife because they don't believe in guns over there.
Yeah.
Like
or
that.
they use swords.
Or swords. Swords is okay because everybody used to that because they're samurai mentality.
Yeah.
Police have guns and they'll use them. Trust me. A lot of people think, oh, Japanese police don't have guns until they shoot you. And those guys carry 357 Magnums constantly.
Yeah.
Don't see them. You see the nice little white gloves and that's it. And the nice thing about Japan is they have a policeman every neighborhood.
Yeah.
Every 2 city blocks, there's a little substation. And it's always manned by, hi, Abbott.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Good
Chris.
to see you, buddy.
Hey, Chris.
The substation is, they have a toilet section, They have a regular public area. They have a small holding cell. It's not a jail. It's just a thing where you, the public, come in there and say something's going wrong or there's a funny package and stuff, and boom, you got police right there. Unfortunately, these guys don't have guns. They have little sticks, so
Yeah.
but they're very effective.
Al, isn't that like everywhere you're guilty until you're proven innocent? At least that's what I always think.
Oh yeah,
Especially with the police. They're going to have so much stacked up against you. If you actually get a dirty cop, you're really screwed.
if you're lucky in Japan, they shoot you.
Yeah,
Right.
probably on the
Away.
spot too.
They shoot first and ask questions later.
Oh, that is some countries.
Oh, in Japan, if you have a pocket like this, you can get shot in Tokyo. Everybody knows I always carry one of these around. So guess I have to put this
Hey,
away.
Bradley.
I heard even somebody got shot with one of these.
What? A nail clipper?
Yeah, they got shot 18 times.
Wow.
18
What do you-
times? That's a waste of bullets.
It was. It's
Yeah.
like, what did
They need to send their officers to the range and teach them how to shoot.
No, it was all center in mass, Chris. Japanese cops are really good shots. They thought this was a terrorist weapon.
How can a nail clipper be a terrorist weapon?
I don't know.
Maybe this is a terrorist weapon, not a
Yeah.
nail clipper.
Oh,
But in Japan, in certain areas in Japan, nothing.
Careful. They're gonna arrest you now because you're a terrorist.
No. Yeah, because
Wow.
over there in certain areas of Tokyo, no weapons at all. If it looks like weapons,
Yeah.
they're very polite. They wear white gloves and point at everybody, and they'll use sticks first, and they'll try to talk to you. But if you pull out a nail clipper or something, and you don't look like this. You don't look Asian, because they had trouble earlier this century. Not this century. It is this century, 21st century, the 2000s. They had trouble with the Chinese gangs, the Filipino gangs, and the Korean gangs coming into Japan, and it freaked everybody out. And they had also other foreigners like Canadians, English, Scandinavians from Norway, Sweden, Finland, and a few Russians were coming in, and they're also causing trouble. So everybody across the board, if you're not Japanese and you're a foreigner, be polite, don't give up any resistance, and make sure you don't carry anything.
And make sure you keep your hands out to where they can see them.
Oh, yeah. And don't raise a fuss. They still have a wanted poster of Paul McCartney here from the Beatles,
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
because over there marijuana and meth is really bad. So I don't think they're going to legalize it anytime, and those are life sentences. You stay there in Japan for the rest of your life.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
But Japan has the lowest rate of murder. I think the last number I saw on that was 0.5% or something.
Yeah, it's about 5%.
Yeah,
And their school systems
the school
are about
systems
where
are very
they're
tough, really
Yeah.
tough in Japan.
Yeah, the school system's really strong. They're all based on the STEM system. They do not take this like, we're dancing today. We're dancing with unicorns. They don't believe that. If you ever seen
right.
any Japanese school book, they're all like this. Nobody's smiling. They're like, from kindergarten on upwards, everybody's like this. Because you're a kid in Japan, you get 12 hours of schooling a day. You have 10 hours regular school and then 2 hours private school afterwards. Then you go home, eat, take a bath, do your homework, and then do a repeat again. And they do have juvenile delinquents in Japan. That's where the gangs get their recruits. But those guys fight dirty, and they will fight to the end, no matter how many times you shoot them.
Oh, geez.
Right.
Yeah, and also they prefer knives, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't get guns, and that's why they have bad knives completely in downtown Tokyo, because they had a really, what was that? One guy killed 14 people with a chef knife, went after him, and the cops shot him a lot before he dropped. It's like they emptied out 6 pistols, and the guy was coming after them.
What was he on? Steroids?
No, he was on meth. Meth and marijuana. That's the 2 biggest headaches in Japan.
Oh, yeah, that keeps them going.
Oh, yeah.
I can see the meth making them go crazy,
Yeah.
but the marijuana?
No, to kill the
No,
pain.
clinically, the marijuana doesn't set a person off like that.
Right.
Doesn't give them extraordinary strength, but the meth, man, that puts them right over the top. They don't even know they're hit sometimes.
Meth or even steroids when they're in a roid rage bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the big problem with the marijuana is they mix the marijuana there with meth. So you get a double whammy. You're painless and calm, and at the same time, you're wired to the gills.
Wow.
That's not a good combination.
No, over here, it's starting into California because of the Chinese and Filipino gangs and Koreans bringing that stuff over here because the Mexican gangs are getting mad because it's cutting into their turf. And if you watch the news, they're shooting at everybody. The cartels, it's like, oh, God. In California, it's like every day is a shooting and bombing day.
Oh yeah. The
Right.
another one of our great anti-gun states that has more damn shootings than anywhere else, just like Illinois.
Yeah, or New York.
Yeah, Illinois is the worst out of the whole damn country. Chicago, if you don't hear a gunshot by the time you're done with breakfast, something's wrong.
Yep.
Something's wrong. You didn't hear any gunshots at breakfast this morning? I mean,
Well, New Jersey's kind of nice. Everybody's using silencers so they don't disturb you when you're eating breakfast.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, the mob still controls most of New Jersey, but the rest of the country, God, what a mess. And you heard what happened to Virginia and Kentucky. It turned blue. I know Jordan or Chris doesn't know this. They went Democratic instead of Republican.
Oh.
It's like,
Yeah. I heard about that when I was at work, about it going Democratic. They're trying to push it where the younger generation is not allowed to go out hunting until they turn 18.
yep.
right.
Me, I would rather take my kids hunting instead of having them walk around with all the thugs that are around. And it keeps them out of trouble. It gets them in touch with nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I was 12 years old, I got up one morning to go to school and I cleaned my 22 rifle and I put it in its case. And you weren't allowed to carry the ammo with you, but you could carry the gun with you. and I went out to the bus stop, got on the bus, took my 22 rifle with to school because at 1 o'clock that afternoon was hunter's safety class. We had kids on the bus. You know, the bus held 50 kids, and I bet you there was 30 rifles on that bus that day on the way to school. And we're all sitting in class. You had a choice: either have your rifle locked up in your locker, or you had to have it with you. So almost all the classes the whole morning, every kid's got a rifle leaned up against his desk doing your classwork. And we go out to the field, out to the little range to do our hunter safety, and they issue us the ammo there at the range. And then we get to shoot, and we put our guns back in the cases and take them back to class with us and go home with our gun. And not a single person in 1969 said, "That's terrible. Oh my gosh, no." Everybody's going, "Awesome. Them kids had a great time today. They all got to go to school and get their hunter safety class." And now suggest that. See how beat up you get for just suggesting that you take your own child out, just you and your child, and you teach them how to shoot. Oh, you radical SOB, taking your kid out there and teach them how to use a gun. My God, the school system used to teach us how.
Exactly.
And we didn't have shootings in 1969.
No,
we never had a school shooting. No such thing. It wasn't, well, and we started getting bomb scares in 68 and 69 because of the Vietnam theater, you know, and, you know, radicals, few hippies, you know, let's call in a bomb scare to a school, you know. We never had a school blow up. They never found a bomb, but everybody wanted to call in and scare everybody.
Yeah.
But they didn't quit teaching us how to use firearms. And we didn't have these problems we have today.
No. But it's kind of funny, back in 69, nobody's crazy enough to do that. Except that one guy at the Texas Tower in Austin.
Right. Now that was purely political.
True.
And that I throw in with presidential assassinations. What he was doing was he was making a very big political statement. And
yeah, but the nice thing about it, Sty, everybody on campus open fired on the tower.
Well, see, that's it, is they had civilians out there with their deer rifles taking shots at this guy at the top of the tower, and the cops are like trying to tell the citizens, "Hey, calm down. We're going to have guys up there. We don't want you shooting them too." You know, and they're just like, "We just want to take them out." You know, and it because it was a social state of mind, is we got to take that threat out. Everybody agreed.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Times are so dang different.
Yeah, the times are really different now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't travel anymore by air. I mean, I just like Uncle Al, I show up in a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants, no socks, pair of tennis shoes. And you see me going through, I put my shoes in the box and my watch and a little bit of change and money that I got in the one pocket and my wallet. And that's it. And I walk through barefoot, you know, because if they want to strip you down, it take them about maybe 3 seconds to do a full strip search on you, because I don't want the hassles.
Right.
If I have to send gear to another city or state, I use Federal Express. It's a lot easier. And they usually don't search it. I told that idea to my friend who was writing, I think it was Death Wish 2 or Death Wish 3, about that. He says, "Gee, I didn't think about it. You could send stuff to Charles Bronson through Federal Express. It's in the movie." And it kind of freaked people out because Uncle Al knows all sorts of weird stuff. See?
Yeah.
And then the whole threat with rider trucks happened back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma City.
Yep.
Yep. All of a sudden, Oklahoma City, everybody says, well, I guess I'm using U-Haul.
Yeah,
I don't want to be parking my rider truck out front of my house.
Yeah, we made a bunch of little jokes about the whole rider truck back in Michigan, and it's like, well, there's another bomber going down the expressway in the car.
Jordan.
Oh yeah, I've known people that wouldn't park
Mary.
in a parking lot because there was a rider truck parked
Welcome to the stream.
Jordan.
Yeah.
In Sweden, remember they used to have the small hunting moras to school? Did they ban those completely?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Because when I went there 40 years ago, some of the kids who have forestry or camping or the Swedish equivalent to the Scouts used to have moras on them. And that was high school and I think middle school.
Well, we still have moras, but we can't take them to school. We have to take them when we go to the Scouts or in our packs.
Yeah, well, I thought that was neat. I can't carry a hunting knife to school.
I remember seeing a photograph one time of a bunch of school children, and they were every one of the boys, their shirts are tucked in their slacks, and they just looked like good upright school kids, and they all had a Mora knife on their belt. There's about 12 of them in this picture. Every one of them had a Mora on their belt. You just brought that right up to the front.
Hey, Gemma.
Hi, Gemma.
Welcome to the stream, Gemma.
Hey,
Gemma. When I was in school, we were allowed to carry a pocket knife with us, but that's only if we had wood shop.
Things have changed. Now they strip search.
Do you want to pop up here, Gemma?
Now they search you for everything. I heard one kid got arrested and got 2 years suspended sentence for having a plastic cake knife to cut birthday cake.
Yep.
Wow.
Hey, fellow bloggers.
Claw the cake and give it to the kids. Here you go.
Well, you guys from the U.S. remember when they actually brought charges against a little boy because he chewed his Pop-Tart to look like a pistol? He had a Pop-Tart that was in the shape of a pistol because he had chewed it up that way so it looked like a pistol. And he's going, look I got a pistol. And he was just like 6 years old, this kid. 5, 6 years old. And they brought federal charges against that kid for implying he had a firearm in the school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, go ahead and shoot. I wish everybody that's a shooter carried Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, squirt me with a strawberry Pop-Tart, buddy.
We got another problem these days that we didn't had many years ago. We had two different modes. We had peace or war. That was the two things. That was easy.
Nothing in between.
Nothing between. But now
we have
now we have this, the gray zone.
Yeah. Yep.
And Sweden are in the gray zone.
Yep.
Okay, you guys think what Sty just said?
And these are the only few words, but we are in the gray zone and stepping. That is the times now. And that is really bad. What do you say, Uncle Al?
I agree with Jordan. Sweden's in a gray zone because they got it. Well, it used to be a good government, but the kings even started to notice Sweden's in a gray zone. So what they're doing, I don't know what they're doing, Jordan. You know what I'm talking about. You follow
Yeah, I know.
Swedish politics. I study all international countries, and it gives me a headache. This is why I'm calling painkillers, a lot of them, because Sweden has Russia on one side, Europe down south, Norway the other side. Norway's gone. Didn't they arrest all those Nazis over there? They're having a political meeting in Norway. They arrested American Nazis, Swedish Nazis, Finnish Nazis, Spanish Nazis. It's like, how many Nazis are there? They arrested 20,000 fascist groups in that one city, including Americans, and that was Norway.
And the government see this as a problem. And it is a problem.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to deal with it. Now they want to build up the total defense again. Total defense means that the civil defense will give support to the military. That is the point with it. And we are people who are from 16 years old and up to 70 has to do their duty if there will be a war, no matter what. They just get to you and knock on your door and say, hey, I need you for this type of work.
Right.
It can be in the medics or in the rescues or whatever they give you. And you have to take it. You can't say no.
Nope.
Kind of like our draft during the NAM. Yeah. Unless you knew a good backwoods trail to Canada, you're going.
Right. Not to get back to the whole Pop-Tart thing that Sty brought up. Right around that time, there was a kindergarten in class made a shape of a gun with his finger, and they kicked him out of school.
Right.
Over
They
it all.
expelled the little kid for doing that.
Yeah.
Yep, they expelled him from the school district.
But
That's nuts.
It is. But
we used to, and I hate to use the term because I worked for Native Americans for 26 years. But we used to play cowboys and Indians in the playground every day at school.
Right.
You're darn right.
And it's all over that Sandy, the shooting that happened at the Sandy Elementary School. And the thing is, it was a person that had something chemically wrong in his head, and he took his mom's look-alike AK-22 to a school and started shooting. Yeah. But they want to blame anyone with a gun after that.
Right. That's and that's the thing is one thing that a lot of people miss now, because I grew up in the 60s, early 60s, born in the 50s. But back then, even if these things were happening, the odds of you hearing about it was nil. It was nil because your local paper ain't picking up on it and nothing. You just didn't hear about it. And it wasn't big television news. Everything that happened everywhere in the country. Now, the media is one of the biggest aggravators to these kooks going out there and doing this stuff because they know they're going to get their 15 minutes of fame too. Because you can be in little, some little po-hunk town out in the middle of nowhere that's got a population of 110 and go in to their church that's got 15 people in it and shoot 2 of them. And all of a sudden it's national news and we got to control guns.
Or
nobody in the 1960s would ever heard about that except the people that lived in that town.
right. Or
So now it's glorified. Now it's glorified.
But before I get to, go ahead, Chris.
not trying to make it sound so racist because it's not. If a black guy gets shot, it's national news.
Yeah, it becomes big news.
And they put it as a racist shooting. But
go ahead,
when
Chris.
when the black guy goes on and shoots somebody that's of a different color, they classify it as murder. So if anybody can explain that,
nobody can.
Years.
I mean,
the thing is murder.
Right. Yeah, murder.
It doesn't matter
is
what
murder.
race
right.
or sexual orientation you are. It's still murder. Don't make it out to be something racist over it.
Right.
It's one of those things.
Okay, going which way, Jordan? Over there. Right over there. Anyway, back to Jordan. National service was scripted in Sweden, so is Japan. And in those days, if you were a civilian, they came to your house. We have to take your sons to go fight the war. But he's blind. It's fine. He'll go use a machine gun or dig a trench, or we'll take your food. And you're sitting in your house, no heat, no blanket, no food, and you're supporting the government and you're pushing 60. Am I right, Jordan?
Yeah.
And actually, that's a real good comment that Bradley Whitworth put up about, yeah. People blame everything on guns when the guns don't fire the bullets on by themselves unless the ammunition gets really, really hot.
The gun is a tool, just like a hammer. If I smack you in the head with that hammer, I guess a lot of people would say, "God, I would have rather been shot." It's just a tool, and if it's used wrong, it's used wrong.
And they blame the gun instead of the person using it.
Right. It's not the fault of the tool. And then but what they want to say is, again, it's this government and the liberals, they believe in coddling everybody, that we all need protection from them. And the best way to protect us is take things that might hurt us away. Well, are they going to take my stove away? The other day I burnt my finger on my stove. So maybe they should take the stove away and I should just eat everything cold or raw. But then they might take the food away, because if you eat raw food, you're going to get sick. Come on. We are not babies. We're adults. We don't need coddling from anybody. And I'm a firm believer. My life is none of your damn business. You're not going to tell me how to live, period. I mean, that's absolutely ludicrous that some other person is so high on themselves to think they can control what I eat, what I own, what I use. Get real. I mean, and crime is crime, period. I don't care who commits it, But the thing is punish them after the crime, not before the crime, because they haven't committed it yet.
I'd like to see somebody do a vehicular homicide and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Judge, it wasn't me. It was the car. It took over everything."
Yeah. We should start a movement. Take cars away from people. Take all the cars away. Somebody might use one to run somebody over.
Okay, I got to put a point statement for those people in Sandy Hook. I know Jordan's getting bored from all this political stuff, but on the legal side, they have to prove that it's the gun's problem that causes this. They cannot prove that the weapon, whatchamacallit, is the major issue. If they cannot prove that, this is bad because I used to work in the legal department for a while. If they cannot prove that, those people in Sandy Hook thinking they could sue everybody, they have to pay the court costs, legal fees, and time spent in the court. So if you lose that case or you cannot prove what's said, same thing with the Ford Pinto. The Nader, he went broke and got sued himself because he could not prove that the design of the Pinto was bad. Now, where they placed the gas tank was bad, and another group showed that, but he could not prove that the Ford Pinto was a dangerous vehicle. If you hit something with it, yeah. If it's standing still, not dangerous. And
right.
Before I got to go back to Jordan.
Yeah.
Because Jordan's kind of bored hearing all this stuff in America. But Sweden has the same problem now. The Swedish government's worried about liability and looking bad on the international stage. This is why they take all these people from different countries without checking their background. Oh, an axe murderer, a rapist, child molester, cannibal. Fine, come to Sweden. Am I right, Jordan?
Well, sometimes it feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, southern Sweden's like they bring in every kind of deranged people from the whole world without background check. And when a college-educated person from like Japan or England, America,
Thank you for all the bloggers,
that's trying to go into Sweden and get a work visa, they have to wait 2 years for a work visa to go to Sweden.
Yeah.
English or mathematics or computer science because they're afraid to insult the international community or upset the trade unions in Sweden.
Yeah.
Is that nuts?
Yeah, everything is nuts.
It's like no common sense. And
Well,
yeah,
and
go ahead.
the way things have been going, it's gotten to the point where Europe, especially, why are there even borders? Why are there even borders? I mean, they got open borders. I mean, Germany taking anybody and everybody just like Sweden, just take them in, just take them in. Well, do you have why do we even call you Germany? Why don't we call you the dumpster country or something? Because you don't have any borders. Anybody can get in there. And and all these battles now people are starting to say, oh my gosh, there's less of us than there is of them. How do we get our country back? Well, you should have never lost it in the first place.
Exactly.
You should have never lost your country. You don't keep letting people into your. That'd be like me just telling people, come on in here, you can stay here. And then the next thing I know, I got to move out. This ain't mine anymore. This ain't my home anymore. I got to move out. And you see that going on all over the world. Yeah, it's insanity. It's insanity. People think that we can have all this. Oh, we love everybody. Everybody can come. It doesn't work that way. There's a thing in life called tough love, and that's, hey, tell you what, we'll send you a few bucks. You can buy some bread with it, but you stay home and make your country worth living in. Don't come here. You're not coming here. We'll send you a care package instead. Yeah. You know, I'm so against just general open borders like that. Now, Joran you guys were talking about civil defense there in Sweden.
Yeah.
Now, and how they're trying to merge civil defense into the national army, into the national defenses, merge them all together so that they're there on demand. You can come and you can reinforce us. Well, they did the same thing with our National Guard. You look through history, and our National Guard was here to protect us within our country. That's our civil defense.
Yeah.
Desert Storm. boom,
Lord.
they take our National Guard. And ever since then, they're shipping our National Guard out of our country overseas to fight foreign wars. They don't belong there. They belong right here in our country to defend our land, not something. They're not supposed to be out there doing anything else. Stay right in our country. And so they've taken our National Guard and melded it into the military. And
But would like to
piece
take
me
our home guard and send them to a foreign country and fight in a war there, because our home guard are also military, a voluntary military, so they have normal, regular work jobs at the side, and
Yep.
they are here to protect our own, protect specific facilities and other important areas.
Yeah. See, your home guard is just like our National Guard. That's what our National Guard. Those people work regular 8 to 5 jobs. They got families. They, and they're just citizens that participate in home defense. And if you take them and ship them overseas, well, okay, who fills their jobs? Who's here to defend our country if it's needed? Because they're all gone. They're not here. A country needs to draw a stiff line between those two issues.
Right. I got one thing. Where's Jordan? That way or
Other way.
okay? Jordan's right. The home guard in Sweden originally was to protect Sweden itself, and also a lot of people forget they changed this after World War II. It used to be the King's home guard. Remember, Jordan?
Yeah.
In your history books, it was the king, and the king held the rank of general, commander-in-chief of the home guard to protect Sweden.
Right.
They weren't designed to go overseas to fight other people's war, and that goes to, is it Peter the Great, or was it before Peter the Great? I can't remember Swedish history right now. It's one of your Swedish kings. It wasn't Peter. Peter was Russian. You know who I'm talking about, Jordan. I just can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Kind of looks Swedish.
Yeah.
The King of Sweden. It's kind of funny. I'm in America, Jeff, and I know Swedish history.
Well, we had a lot of kings.
Yeah,
through
true.
the years.
The only one that Sweden had a war with was Russia or Norway, or
we had the last time we were in war were a little bit over 200 years ago.
Yeah, it was Russia, or was it France? I can't remember.
I believe it was the French.
French, yeah. And
okay, guys, I'd like to thank you for letting me come up, Jordan, but I'm going to have to get off here so I can go get my daily things started.
Yeah,
okay, Chris.
That's okay, buddy. No problem.
Yeah, Chris.
Good to have you here, buddy.
And I'll be back again on another day, sometime. Have a good night, or some of you good night, others a good morning, somewhere in between a good afternoon.
All of the above.
Because it's still morning out in California.
Hi.
Between
Hi.
and then, or after,
Hey.
and then in Sweden, it's probably the nighttime right now.
Hey, Elaine.
Yeah.
But have a good
Hi,
night,
Elaine.
guys.
Night,
Hi,
Chris.
hi, Abraxas. Hi, everybody on here.
Hi.
Hi, Elaine.
Hey. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. I think it was.
Hey.
Sorry about this, Elaine. I thought it was Gustav because he Peter the Great cannon work, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's Gustav.
Yeah, Gustav had
His wife has a big set of Gustav.
our king descendants, ancestor is the first. It was one of Napoleon's generals, Jean-Baptiste Bernadotte.
Yeah,
So
confusing.
that's why our king has his last name as Bernadotte.
Ah,
But so we had at
I
the
heard-
time we didn't have any king, so our government sent a guy down to France to find a suitable king, and they found Jean Baptiste, the general in Napoleon's army, and they asked him if he would like to be the king of Sweden. Yeah, sure, he said, and they took him to Sweden, and that
So-
way it is.
So your current king is French?
Yeah.
Good
Well,
Lord.
it's French ancestry, so probably a lot of other nationalities too. I don't know, but
I think, Elaine, is your microphone working?
she muted herself.
She muted it.
Yeah. So Elaine gets back on, we'll hear her accounts and see what's going on with Elaine.
Yeah.
I lost all chat function on my side. So anyway, let me see if I can get up on the tablet. Let's see, not valid. Okay, try it
Hey,
again.
Gave UFM, welcome to the stream. Oh, you're back, Elaine.
Hi.
Yay, Elaine's back.
Hey, I'm back. Hi.
Go ahead, Elaine. Talk.
How you doing? So, what was the conversation about? Did I miss anything, or what was it all about? I just walked in. So.
We were talking about kings of Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kings of Sweden. Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah, he's
That sounds.
And we finally came
ancestor
to
is
the
Jean Baptiste
conclusion.
Bernadotte.
We came to the conclusion
What happened to
Sweden's
Abraxas?
not from Sweden.
Gosh.
And our queen is from Germany.
Yep. Isn't that third cousin from the Kaiser? And they had a Kaiser.
What happened to Abraxas?
He had to go. He had some chores to do.
He had to do what?
He had some stuff to
Chores.
do. Chores, yeah.
Is he? Oh, he's not coming back on.
No,
No.
not today.
Oh, he's still alive, you know.
So how are you doing, Elaine?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Well, that's good.
Hey, Sly. How you doing? Haven't seen you in quite a while.
Yeah. I'm all around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
You
tried
are
to
all
take a day.
around.
I tried to take a day off of YouTube yesterday, and I ended up still spending a total
Yeah.
of almost 7.5 hours on panels yesterday.
Yeah, I took a break from I'm taking a break from my channel for a while because long story short, I got too much. It's just too much right now. There's just a lot going on, and
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I
How you doing?
once a week I try to take one full day off, but it hasn't
Yeah.
really worked yet. But I keep trying.
Yeah.
No, because you have to join my stream.
That's it. Live
Yeah.
stream.
That's the only stream you join at Wednesdays.
That's I have definite streams for on my day off that like yours on Wednesday. I try to stay off, but yours is planned as part of my Wednesday, not to go surfing YouTube and get drawn into panels. I know I'm coming over here to your stream. I'm not going anywhere else. I hope. I hope.
Yeah.
Does Abraxas know he's still like is he not coming in? Is he taking a break or he's not coming back at all?
Not coming back.
No.
Oh, but he knows it's live though, right? He knows we're still live, right?
Yep.
Oh, he's just gonna keep it up, I guess.
I guess.
Oh, he had to go to work today. Did he have to go to work today? He had to
Yeah.
work today, right? Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
he left for work already. Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
The big problems when you guys use a phone and you don't have the headset, you pick up.
Oh, I actually got my headset on. Actually, I got a headset on. Yep. Yeah.
I pick up background noise. That should cancel it out.
Yeah, like something.
Yeah.
Something's running.
No, I got my headphones on
somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay. No, I'm fine. My headphones. I don't. Nope.
No, but we're picking
Not
up
me.
background audio from somebody, and I'm totally.
Oh, okay.
And that is not from me anyway. So
not for me. Not for me. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay. It's quiet where I'm at, so I'm just having coffee right now.
Okay, good.
Nope.
Big trouble is YouTube sent out a Google statement.
Yes, I saw that. Yep. I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Elaine knows what I'm talking about. I've been reading fine print really careful. See, they have a section where do you want to see the fine print? I clicked on that section, and for 2 hours, that's all I read. And big trouble with a lot of people who have smartphone, blank channel on YouTube. They are not letting you repeat. If you're kicked out for some reason on that channel and you try to come back to form another channel, you're banned for life.
Are you serious? No, yeah, I heard about that. Like, if you have an extra, if you have an extra channel, you can't go to the other channel anymore. Basically, that's what it is.
No, you could have another channel, but it has to be a complete channel. It can't be a what we said in the old security biz, a burner channel where there's no content, no.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, like a backup channel. I got you. I got you.
And you constantly use that to harass people. They will ban you for life. You can't get back.
Wow.
And Google will take legal actions against you. A lot of people don't read that little tiny print. Am I right, Elaine?
I read some of it today, though, and it says something about making videos for kids. We got to put it in a different category now and let you know what it is.
Yeah.
So what is that? So if I make a video now, as long as it's not about kids, I don't have to put it in, right? Is that basically what they're saying?
Right.
Okay.
The big trouble.
You mean okay? So what I got a question is, here's my question. I don't mean to interrupt. Is it all right if I ask? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead, Elaine.
Okay, I got a question. So in other words, so say I make a video with, or we'll say like all three of us make a video and my son's in it. So I have to say that my son is in the video?
Right.
Even though he's technically he's going to be 16, but even though he's 16 because he's over age almost, I got to say that even though he's 16.
Yeah, if they're under 18, you have to disclose it.
Let me put up an example, Elaine. Happy Prepper, who's about 13, his younger brother came on a live stream. He had a double strike that same day on his live stream because he had an underage child, wasn't parental control, got a strike, got a phone call from Google.
What?
Google called his parents, called them team. You have to be really careful with anybody underage going on a live stream.
Wow.
If your grandkids go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking. So if your what I'm saying is you did a panel. Say I did a panel with you guys, and my son showed up just to say hi. He can't be on there. I got to basically just close the camera.
Right. Say hi if he's 18 and older, but anybody under 12, no. Big no no.
He's gonna be 16 in December. Does that count, or is he under 18?
It's
Yeah.
you can get by on the kid thing, but if he's like 16 to 18, it's an iffy gray area. And
Yeah.
as long as you got an age permit for that license, that this is your son, that's your kid, nobody else's, and the age state should be fine. But if it's a little kid like grandkid, and he's under 12, and he looks like 12 or younger, and you don't have an age permit, you're going to get zapped really hard because he wasn't the parent of the child, and he got a strike, and his parents got a strike, and they got a nasty legal call from Google. So that's not a good.
Wow.
See, I don't, I've had a video. I was doing a paddling trip down a river with a family. It's the mother and father and their two girls in a canoe.
Yeah.
And I'm talking with them and interviewing them, and it's got all four of them in their canoe sitting right there. I'm in my kayak next to them, and that video hasn't. They didn't limit the monetization. They didn't strike it. Nothing. They didn't do nothing. But I also that all my videos are I marked them. I tagged my whole channel as intended for adults.
Oh, okay.
I am not producing any children's content. It's not intended to draw children to my video or to my content. And Google's really watching for that. If you sit there through your whole stream with a big fuzzy teddy bear and you're playing with that teddy bear, they're going to nail you because that attracts children to your stream, to your so there's a lot. It's gotten really ridiculous. It's gotten.
So in other words, say I make a video. Okay, for example, now I'm making a video. Now I have to, if it's going to be, say, my niece is 19. I have a great niece that's 2 years old, and her mother's 21, and my son's 16. So basically, I have to put in there, say like this is a video about going shopping or whatever. I have to put the tag in the description, intended for teenagers or intended for kids. That's what I have to put. Something like that.
Google says that doesn't count. No matter what if you put it in the title, that it's adults, or if you put it in your description that with parental permission or any of those kind of statements don't count. Now, if you notice, if you go to upload a video now, it asks you, does this video have children in it? And you can select yes. Or no. And if you select yes, then they're going to look at the content to see, is it something that is going to attract the bad sort, like kids in the swimming pool, things like that. Man, they'll strike you right away. But there, just the other day, this one channel, the gal put up her daughter's birthday party, and her daughter's 7 years old. No strikes, nothing on it, but she disclosed this is minors and it's intended for children. The video is intended for children, not for adults. But then I've seen some where they'll leave the video up, but Google will block all the comments. Nobody can comment on it because they don't want perverts or anybody getting in there making bad comments.
Yeah.
Also,
pretty soon it's like we won't be able to. I'm sorry. Pretty soon we won't be able to upload anything. Pretty much.
Yeah, it's weird. It's getting there. There's also another phrase, internationally. I think Jordan.
Oh yeah.
But we can't see it. But it states that this is, if you're doing content for commercialization.
Yes.
To state it's not kid friendly, and also you cannot run personal ads or sales or merch or anything. So if I hold up this and talk about somebody's giveaway or help out Jordan stuff, I'll get a strike. So I have to mark it as adult.
Right.
I use this for comedy purposes.
Right.
Because no sane man will talk to a stuffed animal.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
When did they come up with this?
They just
A couple
put,
days ago,
yeah.
like 2 days ago, day or two ago.
They posted it up.
It should be in your Google feed, Jordan.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh,
check
I got
that.
it. I got it through my email. Through the
Yeah,
email.
ditto. I got it
Google
on both.
Email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
have to check
I was
that up
uploading a video
a little bit
2
later.
days ago, and now it won't even let you upload the video until you disclose whether it's
True.
adult
So
child.
if I upload a video, say today, right? Like say, just whatever. I gotta as soon as I upload it, that thing is gonna pop up, right?
Right.
Yeah. It should pop up requiring that you tell them. See, it won't let me upload at all any videos now under classic. You got to use beta.
Yep.
Because in beta it has that question.
Yeah, I just did one for, because everybody knows I'm a big Second Amendment supporter. I did this one for this, and hopefully this. I got mentioned and also an email from Google again explaining read this. Holding up a cardboard sign.
Pretty soon, you can't hold a cardboard sign. You can't hold a cardboard sign anymore. Look at that. You can't even put a piece of paper with words anymore.
No.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
Another
Isn't
thing
that
is
crazy?
that they're going to ban are any videos that are like slideshows or short video clips that have no narrative. If all you have are printed words on your screen and it flows through and you never say anything, they're going to block those videos. It has to be original verbal content. So everybody at least at the beginning or somewhere in their video say something.
Oh, wow.
In order to have their videos qualified to be
So when
posted.
did that come up?
That's a new change. It actually goes into effect December 10th.
Yep.
Wow.
When Google,
Well, when
I did
make
like
my video,
Al. They come out with this, and they said this is all going into effect on December 10th. I drill into their policies and new terms of service, and I got so sick of reading. I just like, you buggers, you're just covering every little loophole to make darn sure you have it your way and hurt the creators. Just make it harder for us. And
well,
they changed the terms of service. Yeah.
Right. I understand where they're coming from. Jordan, you have to make sure you read the Google agreement and YouTube's new terms of service, because what I heard from a friend who works at YouTube, that they are going to purge all troll channels, any channel with no content, original content,
right?
Clip shows that are all typed out and chopped little photo, video sections. They're going to get rid of those because you have to prove it. This will affect a lot of history channels. They have content, but they use clips to show what they're talking about. And the paperwork for that, which I was reading for about 2.5 hours, and I quit because it was getting in the morning.
Me too.
And it's all legalese. If you think it's bad in English, Jordan, try reading it in a foreign language like Japanese or Swedish.
Oh, I'm sure.
It'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, probably.
You got to get a laptop. You got to get a laptop when you read the forms, because on the smartphone, they don't show you a little tiny fine print.
The text is so small you can't read it.
I always use my
have to go like
this. Things like that.
Oh, I know. When you have to do that, then there's something wrong.
Yeah. Well, another thing that they're requiring is that if you don't have enough view time, not people watching you watching others, if they don't see your history of searches and watching other videos, they'll drop your channel. If they don't see you posting to your channel at least once every 6 months, they'll pull your channel. They'll pull it right off. You have to be what they consider an active channel.
Right. That's
why.
What's
the funniest thing though? The funniest thing is like, I I know back then when YouTube was first started, it didn't matter. You didn't have to always have content. You just had it, and that was it.
Right.
But
well, and that it worries me to death because I know at least 20% of my viewers are they're watchers. They're not creators. So they don't have any content, but they're good watchers. Some of them I've modded. They're my mods, but they don't make content. They just watch other people's stuff and support them. They're going to drop their channels because they're not creating content. And they want that.
But what about they want the content, but what about the other people that don't want it? Here's the thing, like you have the ones that want the content and then they have their Google accounts. They don't want to do it. Maybe they just want to support. And that wasn't an issue, but now it seems to be an issue now.
Right.
You know? And that's going to affect us, you know, like with me, I usually do my live streams at least a couple, like maybe like 2 or 3 times every week or every other week because I had to cut back a little bit.
Right.
And if I do a video, like upload a video, I only do it maybe once or twice a month or so. Because I can't do videos every single day. Like, you know, I'm sure you guys have time to. That's you know, depending on, you know, your lifestyle.
Right.
For me, right, I have a niece that's 19. She just got her own apartment. So I'm still helping, you know, I still help her out occasionally. You know, she's doing good. My son's in high school, so he's a second year high school. So, and I have my great niece. I got a nephew and 3 other nieces and another nephew. So, if you think about that, combined with me working, and they need me for stuff, you know, I help out whenever I can. It's like 80% of my, like about 70% of my life is out of YouTube and 30% is in here. But I do my live streams, my panels. I try to do them as much as I can, but it's like I can't always. Before when I came back to YouTube, this is my second channel. I've been on YouTube off and on for about maybe 12 years, off and on. And when I came back like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, everything much changed because now they do live streams, but then you have to put more content out. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I want to get monetized, but I'm not really thinking about it. Like I like to be. It'd be nice, but I can't at the same time can't think about it. I'm like, well, should I put this out tonight? Well, I'll probably do it tonight. I just do it when I can. If I do a video, I just posted a video not too long ago, maybe about 3 weeks ago. So I only do, if I do a video, it's usually once or twice a month. If I do any paneling now, I had to cut back a little bit. So I'll probably do paneling twice a week or every other week. I can't do it every week. Like I used to before, that was different. I had a little more time, but now, seeing as now, you know, I don't have as much time like I used to. I did like maybe 6, you know, when I first came back again. Yeah, now past 6 months, maybe off and on, I can't. Because you see, I got a family, I got to work. What do you want? You know, not much I could do. You know, I'm trying, but you know, there's not much I can do. You know, I have a life outside YouTube.
And as far as YouTube's concerned, you're doing what they want you to do, and that's you're active on your channel. You know,
yes.
And if they see, even if it's once every other month, you post a video. You know, they just want to see that your channel's actually alive and going. And what confuses me the most is now with all this child content issue.
Yeah.
If they start dropping child-related videos and channels, and they're going to take a huge hit in revenue.
Yeah.
Huge hit.
That's true.
And I don't get it. I don't get it why they're not trying to work around that a little better to keep that content up, you know.
Okay, first thing I gotta go ahead, Elaine. Sorry.
No, I'm all set. Go ahead. No, I was going to agree with Sly about that. I agree, and then I stopped. I was going to let you talk. I didn't want to talk no more. Go ahead, because my throat's starting to hurt. So
okay.
Sorry.
Now I gotta get this out. Important. Hi, Brian from Bushcraft and RV Life. Hey, Brian. I followed
Brian.
Long time, so I gotta make sure I shout it out. And Bridgeford.
Everybody in chat.
And Langford and everybody. And plain old Chuck. I have to say hello. Jordan didn't see this in the fine print, but I did. Which is going to drive nuts and going to drive Sty nuts down there and drive Elaine nuts. On monetization. I was going to do a video on it. YouTube wants 1,000 views if you get monetized. I'm thinking 1,000 views, complete views. That's why I watch his. Where's Jordan? Someplace or I don't know where Jordan is. But Jordan, it's like bad Hollywood squares. You got to his channel always when he do a video or do live stream. I watch it twice to make sure he gets the view time. Because to get 1,000 hours, it comes out in AdSense or monetization, $7.
Wow.
So when
it comes out to what?
$7 US, or was it Canadian?
Oh,
I hope it's not Canadian. I get confused on that.
no, it's US.
Okay.
They say it averages about $7 per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Then on the big money with the bigger live streamers and channels, their income is 53,000. I thought it was 35, but no, they bumped it up to 53,000 views.
Oh, so I got to get that now? Jeez.
Yeah, if you want real money, like $25.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like I can't believe it. You know, Jordan's been working every day on YouTube, and he won't get 52 or 53,000 views. I know one lady could do it, but they're banning her for another reason.
Oh.
He knows about it, and I think Elaine knows about it too. You can't do that on a family channel or public channel.
Okay, now for an example on my channel, I what have I got here? I've made $11.07 in the last 28 days on ad revenue.
Cool. Okay.
$11.07, and I've had in that same amount of time, I've had 1,500 watch hours and 4,800 views. So in 4,800 views, I only made $11.
That's it.
And that's why I'll have guests on my panel. They'll go, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I had music in the background. You're gonna," and I'd say, "Don't worry about it. If somebody's gonna copyright claim me and it's not a strike, let them have that.
Yeah.
40 cents I might make on this video. If I'm lucky, let them have that. I don't give a darn. As long as my content is good, I don't take the ad revenue just really doesn't do anything for you unless, like Al's saying, unless you're really big. Then you might make some money off of it. But otherwise, ad revenue, this year alone, I've done over $1,700.
Wow, awesome.
In 8 months, I've done $1,700. But out of that $1,700, only about it's only about $136 of that is ad revenue. All the rest of it was super chat and channel support.
Okay.
So there's no money in ad revenue. You only want to be monetized so you can have super chat, super stickers, and be able to do other kind of commercial revenue things on your channel. The ad revenue, they're making huge bucks on it. I mean, plus they charge us 30% for super chat.
Yeah. So basically with the super chat, like say like you get like somebody super chats you like, I don't know, $2, and that's 30%. So how much you get, like $1.70 from it, or $1.60 or whatever that is?
Yeah, the best way to look at it is if somebody super chats you $10, you're getting $7.
Okay, there you go. Damn.
That's what you get is $7.
Well, so it's enough to go to Burger King and get some coffee. I mean, you don't get a meal, maybe if you're lucky.
That's like this year. I usually do a Christmas video, just for my channel.
Yeah.
And this year I decided, because I've got this thing going personally, where I'm supporting 4 families to make sure 4 needy families have a good Christmas.
Right.
And I just mentioned it to my viewers, and someone asked me, how much is that costing you? I said, well, $1,600. And they go, my God, man, you're going to spend $1,600? I said,
yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I think that's wonderful.
My family, I already notified my whole family that all they get for Christmas is me, because I'm helping 4 families that aren't going to have a Christmas otherwise. And all of a sudden, my viewers are super chatting me to death, saying, hey, we're going to help take some of the top off of that for you. Well, I said,
That's
well,
wonderful.
okay, I'm not going to advertise that. I don't, it's not a fundraiser. I paid for this, up front. And so it's not like it's not going to happen because people didn't help me, but they insist and they keep trying. They keep sending me super chats. And so I'm kind of putting the word out to them. I do have a PayPal account. Send it
There you
there.
go.
Then 100% of what you give me goes to those families, not just 70% of it.
Right.
And
Hey,
YouTube
guys,
hates that when you talk about it. They hate that when you say use PayPal instead, because they
guys,
don't make.
I'm gonna have to. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm gonna have to get off because I have to go back to work. But I'm sorry I can't stay too long. But sorry I wish I could
Okay,
stay longer.
Elaine.
But I
Thanks for
know.
stopping
My
by.
channel. If you guys want to follow me, my channel is West Haven Always End Forever. And if you guys want to follow me, it's up to you. Just let you know. Because everybody wants. Somebody asked me what my channel name was in the chat, so it's West Haven Always End Forever. That's the name of it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
But thank you for having me come up. It was great. Nice meeting you. Nice seeing you, Sly. Nice meeting you, Uncle Al and Johan. Nice to meet you. Love to everybody. And I'll see y'all soon. Have a great week.
Thanks,
Mwah.
Elaine.
You.
Bye, guys.
See
Nice
you
meeting
later.
y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
By the way, I need to go myself and shut this down. I have to pick up my daughter in 4 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm a
I have to
little
get
bit
to
late.
town too.
So,
Okay, Jordan, you have a nice day. You got to take care of your kids. You
yeah.
too. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'll catch you later, buddy.
It was great, guys. Thanks, Joran.
Thanks, Sty. Thanks, Al.
Wait a second. I got to hit that button.
Okay, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I have to shut down this now. I'm already late. So I see you in the next one. And I appreciate you popped in, guys. That means a lot to me. So have a great day and take care of yourself and stay prepared. And I see you later.